Hi there yogis, welcome to Two Birds. I'm Fiona and today's class is an express 20-minute gentle Vinyasa flow designed to help you feel a little bit more loose and free in your hips, your hamstrings and your low back. It's just a quick practice, moves quite gently, and there are no sequential push-ups throughout the class. And the only prop you'll need is a blanket or a towel that you can roll up like a sausage, like what I've got here. It's not essential, but if you have it, we'll use it at the start of the class. So I hope you enjoy. Namaste. And begin your practice in a supported bound angle pose, taking your rolled up blanket over the top of your feet there, soles of the feet together, and shift the blanket around each side so it supports your outer hip as you take your knees out wide, and rest yourself back in a straight line. And the blanket should be there to support your outer hips and allow you to rest comfortably, gently encouraging the inner seams of your legs to relax and release. Arms can rest by the side of your body or on your body or overhead. Just find a comfortable place for them where you feel open, receptive. And gently close the eyes. Softening the space between the eyebrows and the corners of your eyes, letting the focus of your gaze fall steady. And start to sense the movement of your breath in and out through the nostrils. And sense the shape of your body and allow yourself to rest and settle into the support of the blanket and the support beneath you. And very simply just start to count your breath, starting from 10. Each time you breathe out, count back. Breathing quite deliberately and attention on the count of your breath. Encouraging the length of your out breath to extend. Settling in and finding your center, feeling of ease and peace in your body. And wherever you're at, take 2 more deep breaths in and out. And bringing your gaze to the back of your eyelids, gently blink the eyes open. Reach your arms forward, catch the edges of the blanket, and gently peel yourself up using the blanket as leverage, and then just take the blanket to one side. Hug the knees back in toward your chest and rest your head back. Keep your right knee hugging in, send your left leg out and away here. So you're lifting up through the shoulders, resting on the low part of the shoulder blades, looking forward, reach away with your left toes, and then switch sides, left knee in, right leg out straight, just really stretch down through the front of your right thigh, and then pick up the pace, alternating and cycling the legs, bringing a little warmth into the lower half of your body without too much effort here. Each time the knee comes in, breathe out, breathe in as you extend away. letting your breath find its rhythm with your movement. And you can stay with this sequence, or if it feels comfortable and okay for the back of your legs, straighten the legs and catch a hold behind the back of your hamstring as it comes up. Toes are pointing, legs are engaged. Just simply cycling the legs. Gentle stretch through the back of the legs. Smooth transition, bring both knees in, keep your head lifting, and then send the legs away as you breathe in, your arms out wide, and then knees in. Breathing in, legs away, arms away, and then knees in. And stay with that sequence. Warming up the abdominals, the low back spine, warming up the lungs. And just take 2 more rounds. As the knees come in, rest your head back and take a little rock side to side. Relax through the back of your neck. And then cross your legs here, catch a hold of your feet, and with a little momentum roll back through the entire length of your spine, and then roll all the way up and over the legs, make your way onto all fours, middle of the mat. And shift your left knee to the midline of your mat and extend your right leg out to the side, straight. Line your right toes up with your left knee. And then from here, just very simply, some cat and cow arches and rounds through the spine. Softening the belly as you breathe in and you gaze up, rounding the spine as you breathe out, pushing into the hands. And you'll find in this configuration with the legs, you'll find a gentle stretch through the inner thighs and also through the back of your leg. 1 more round each way. And then coming back to a neutral spine, pick up your right leg and take your right leg behind you now, so your right leg's at hip height. Staying on both hands, take a deep breath in with your hips level. And as you breathe out, draw your knee in toward your nose, round the spine, slide the shoulder blades apart. Inhale, reach away. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, reach away. And exhale, curl in. Inhale, extend, hold it here, tuck your left toes and pushing into all your fingers, knuckles of the fingers, perimeter of your hands. Lift your hips up and back, extend your right leg up and back to down dog splits. Take a full breath in here, and as you exhale, draw your knee in toward your nose. 1 time, crunch in the air. Inhale, reach up and back. And as you exhale, softly step forward, your right foot in between your hands. Help it along if it doesn't quite make it there. You want your right knee stacked above your ankle. And then shift your right foot over into the right lane. Take your hands to the inside of your right foot. Right knee hugs to the upper right arm and left knee to the floor, and just start to circle the hip, lubricating your hip joint, low back spine, and circle back in the opposite direction. Coming back to center, reframe your front foot, push into your hands and step lightly back to downward facing dog. As you inhale, ripple forward to a high push-up, bringing your shoulders over your wrists, your legs engaged, and then drop your knees to a hover, shift your hips back and roll back to downward facing dog. Pedal out through your heels, your feet are about hip width apart here. Spread all your fingers equally. Try and close up the air pockets underneath your hands. Reaching long through your arms and back through your legs. Keeping that same even cadence to your breath. And as you breathe out, bring your knees down to the floor so you're back onto all fours. Shift your right knee to the midline of your mat. And take your left leg out to the side. Left toes line up with your right knee now. And gently arch the spine, soften your belly, send the gaze up. And as you breathe out round the spine, breathing some space into the front and back of your spine. Take a few more rounds. And coming back to a neutral spine, balancing on both hands here, pick up your left leg and take the left leg behind you. Left toes point toward the floor and your hips feel level. Front of the pelvis lifts in and up to support your low back. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, curl in, round the spine. Inhale, reach away. And exhale, curl in. Inhale, reach away. And exhale, curl in. Reach away with your left leg and tuck your right toes. So you can push into the balls of your right toes, both hands, lift yourself up and back into down dog splits. And as you breathe out, bring your knee in toward your nose. One time core lunge in the air. Inhale, reach up and back. And as you exhale, step softly forward in between your hands for lizard pose. Left foot shifting out into the left lane, hands to the inside of your left foot. Hug your left knee to your upper left arm and start to circle the left hip. Circle can be quite subtle or a bit more exaggerated, just whatever feels good in your body. And then circle back the other way. And coming back to center, reframe your front foot, pushing into your hands, and step quietly back to downward facing dog. As you breathe in, ripple forward to a high push-up. Soften the knees to hover, and then send the hips up and back, downward dog. Pedal out through your heels, take a moment to pause, realign through the spine, and extend through the back of your body, sides of the waist. Let your head hang heavy. Take a smooth breath in, gaze forward. End of your exhale, bend the knees and step quietly forward to the top edge of your mat. When you arrive, toes together a halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Stretch your whole body out now. Reach tall through your hands. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart center, Tadasana. Balancing on all four corners of your feet. Long and tall through your body, shoulders relaxed away from your ears. As you breathe in, circle your arms out and up overhead, send the gaze up. And as you breathe out, fold forward over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, extending your spine. And as you exhale, fingertips to the floor, lunge your right leg back. Right knee to the floor. Circle the arms out and up for low lunge. And as you breathe out, take your fingertips either side of your front foot. Pick up your back knee and work towards straightening the front foot. Pyramid variation. Bow in over the midline of your right leg. As you feel yourself breathe in, rock forward, rebend the front knee, take the back knee to the floor, low lunge, reach the arms up. And as you exhale, take the hands to the floor and step quietly back to downward facing dog. As you inhale, wave forward to a high push-up. And as you exhale, lower the knees to a hover, shift the hips back, downward facing dog. Bring your toes together at the back of your mat, raise your right leg up and back as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, step your right foot forward in between your hands, left knee to the floor. Arms overhead as you breathe in, reach tall. And as you breathe out, fingertips either side of your front foot. And lift the hips, pick up the back knee and come into pyramid pose. Folding forward over the front leg. Could keep a little micro bend at the front knee if that feels good. Keep the back leg straight. And gently rock yourself forward, rebend the front knee, drop the back knee to the floor and reach the arms out and up, low lunge. And as you exhale, take the fingertips to the floor and step quietly forward to the top edge of your mat. Inhale, coming up halfway. And exhale to fold. Inhale, rise to stand, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to your hips. Transferring your weight onto your right foot. Lift your left knee up and make your way into tree pose. Left foot either to your inner upper thigh or below your knee, or tap the toe to the floor. Find your center, right leg stays strong, balancing the crown of your head over your pelvis. Find a steady gaze and pause. If you have your balance, very slowly circle the arms out and up overhead, reach tall. And as you exhale, fingertips to the floor and send your left foot back into a low lunge. Left knee to the floor, reach the arms overhead. And as you exhale, fingertips underneath the shoulders, shift your weight back and straighten out through the right leg, flexing your toes, a hamstring stretch, Ardha Hanuman, half monkey pose. Extending your heart forward, keeping the collarbones wide, your lungs available. And then from here, rebend the front knee and walk your right foot over toward the left lane. Pick up your back knee and slide your left knee next to the pinky toe side of your right foot and come to sit, Ardha Matsyendrasana. Take your right fingertips behind you, send your left hand up toward the ceiling as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, hug your front knee and take a twist. See if you can stay level across the shoulders and twisting evenly through the spine, through the middle of the ribs, through the upper back, and then through the back of the neck as you turn your gaze out over your right shoulder. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, face forward, unwind the legs, and step over your legs, stepping back to downward facing dog. As you breathe in, wave forward to a high push-up. As you breathe out, soften the knees, shift the hips back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, look forward. End of your exhale, bend the knees and step quietly forward to the top edge of your mat. Toes come together. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale and fold over the legs. Inhale, rise to stand, come all the way up, reach tall. As you exhale, hands to your hips. Transferring your weight onto your left foot now. Take the right knee up and place your right foot either in upper thigh, below the knee, or tap the toe to the floor. Find a place where most of the weight is in your left foot and you're balancing. Hands can stay low if you're feeling wobbly. Find a steady gaze. And then if you have your balance, circle the arms out and up, reach up tall, and as you exhale, hover the right foot and take your fingertips to the floor, take the right foot back to the back edge of the mat, right knee to the floor for your low lunge. One knee steady, take the arms overhead. And as you breathe out, hands under the shoulders, roll back and straighten the front leg for Ardha Hanuman, half monkey pose. Pause here for a few breaths. Right toes point toward the ceiling along with your kneecap. Your quad muscles are engaged through the top of your right thigh. And then shifting forward, you can take the left foot now and walk it over toward the right lane. Pick up the back knee and slide your right knee next to the pinky toe side of your left foot and come to sit in Ardha Matsyendrasana. Taking your left fingertips behind you, extend your right arm up toward the ceiling as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, hug your front knee, take your twist. And coming around incrementally in your twist, and inhale lifts and lengthens your spine. And your out breath gently revolves you. Relaxing through the shoulders, keeping the gaze soft. One more deep breath in. And exhale to release, walking over the legs if that's possible for you and making your way back to downward facing dog. And then really gently set the knees down quite wide, bring your big toes to touch and come into frog pose, a variation on child's pose. Knees are a little wider and your torso can rest between the thighs. Extend long out to the edge of your fingers and sit your buttocks back toward your heels. Rest your head. Then really slowly peel up and bring your legs around in front of you. Extend both legs out straight and flex your toes for Paschimottanasana. Sitting tall through the spine, reach the arms up. And as you breathe out, draw your navel back toward your spine as you fold forward. Inhale, lift just a little way so you find a little bit more length. And as you exhale, fold and creep yourself forward. So try not to overdo it here. Try and keep the chest open, bright. Letting go of your effort. And we're at 20 minutes now. If you'd like to rest in Shavasana, take a few minutes to empty your weight, your effort, and let go of any tension in your body for the next couple of minutes. Or just sit quietly for a seated meditation. And I hope you've enjoyed this very express practice today. Thanks for joining. Namaste.